Well, made a bit of a mistake in the, let's say, bespoke. I don't know if bespoke is the right word, because it's not. I mean, it is the right word. I mean, I assume anything created specifically for it. But this very particular load and save screen, I accidentally hit the save button on the first screen of the game instead of the load button. Now, I didn't lose any progress. I just because still I have a bag with a turkey leg and a note in it. I'm just slightly in a different place than where I was. I don't even think that I didn't trigger the right cutscene or anything. I genuinely think that all that I did was change locations. So, I've consulted a walkthrough, and I found out that I can get the battery and the wire here. And now I am in search of the crowbar. That head is creepy. I mean, what more is there to say? But that is a creepy head. Look, I gotta give it to them. For them, that is a creepy, creepy head. So, is that something? Is that like a face down here where my hand is? That sort of thing. I wish but you can't look at it. Can't look directly at it. Maybe sometime we will, but I don't know. And here we are back in the bedroom. Nothing in there. So now here I come into our favorite place. This labyrinth here. And I needed to get the crowbar before I came in here. It is not a banner playthrough today. It kind of seems like I wasted some time and then came back here. But I should not get down on myself. I should not beat myself up. What do I get for that? What benefit really is there? Where the hell was that crowbar? Is this as far this way as I can go? It seems to be... That seems to be the case. I'm going to read from the walkthrough here. Open the drawer and take the key. Use the key on either doors. Okay, hold on a moment. So, I figured out... I think I may have been a tad overzealous. Where's the freezer here? Okay, so that moves the arm. Is this... Okay. So what actually happened... No. Here's the key. Can I get the key still? Key's gone forever. No key. No key. Guide said there'd be a key. No key. No, nary a key to be found. Key in the bag? No key in the bag. Key's not in the bag. And this... Is this a different door?
The stench of nitric acid, so thick it burns my nostrils.
Okay. So, that last lever must have turned... That turned off the freezer there. So, okay. And that would explain why I could not replicate what I had just done. This is like a puzzle of some kind. So, I've probably just fucked myself. This is like in Myst, you know, in Myst when there's that room. If you just like play with the buttons for a bit, you end up short-circuiting the whole deal. And then you gotta go to the other side of the island and like race to turn something on. There we go. Okay, we got the crowbar. That is a crowbar. Dinner was quite nice, I should say. Oh, and I did not need to leave. I needed to go back into the corridors and hopefully find the place where there are boards blocking my way. And turn to the right. And then we turn to the left. And we turn to the right again. And we turn back to the right and we look through this window to see where we are. And this is, I don't think, where I want to go. And this is where I just was. Okay, and we're back here. Cannot get too overzealous. Yeah, now I've completely lost my bearings. This is probably going to take me down the same hallway. You know what? And we're going to check here. Yeah. Nope. This is a different hallway, but this is leading us to the same place where we were going. Where is the central place? There must just be a path I'm not taking. This... Okay, here's the ladder. Oh, this is the down ladder. Yes, okay, because there's one ladder you can take only to go up. This one you can take to go down. Now, I don't think I've done a lot of exploration with the lower level. And so, I see there is light to the right. And I apologize about that. And so we have to go to the left here. Can we go to the left here? No. Can we go to the right here? Yes. Can we go to the left here? No. Can we go to the right here? Yes, but it is the fire. Okay, we found the fire. Okay, fire, and we have exit. Okay, so we can only go to the left here. I believe we can only go to the right here. We can go to the left or the right here. Let's try the right. We can only go forward here. And there we have our boards. Okay. Now let's hope that the crowbar, I don't know why, crowbar does not work. here. Or does it? Okay, I'm making some squeaky noises. Well, I spoke too soon, Crowbar. Crowbar works. Which is good.
I might want to take this with me.
Yeah, and I agree with that. So, from our boarded up room, we can turn to the right. Can we go to the left or the right here? No. Forward is the only direction. Light only seems to be coming from the right. Light here. Okay, can only go to the left there. So go to the left. We can go to the left. We cannot go to the right. So leftward it is. Here's that plaque. That certainly means something. I'm certain of it, but I don't know what it is. And here is another series of boards. I had this sensation when I was, not sensation, this opinion, that's probably the more accurate word, when I was putting together the little parachute for the crystal in the first room of the game. I felt that it really was not necessary for me to put all 4 strings of the parachute onto the crystal for the puzzle to be understood at least from a cognitive level. Like, I had solved the puzzle when I put the first thing on, and then the next 3 were just for the sake of, I guess, realism in like the gameplay sense, or I don't know if the aesthetic sense maybe, but in the game design sense, it felt a bit like I had to do that to pad the gaming experience out. Just kind of add run time here. Oh, there's something completely different. I like, okay, there's some charm to the fact that you just like stumble upon some gray bricks here when it's only been brown wood to this point. Okay, and here we have entered this, and I'm going to go ahead and save here. And I'm going to remember that the down one is save. And I'm actually even going to back up my save in case I accidentally load the first screen of the game next time that I turn it on. And I'm not going to go through this. Oh, I have to... Okay. Well, whatever. I want to exhaust this part. Probably can't get to the end of the labyrinth. Okay. And it's probably safe to say that I can't... Oh. Oh, there's a... Is that a map? Perhaps? That must be what it is. Now I've completely lost my bearings. Oh, here's a pipe. That's different. Haven't seen a pipe. Uh-oh. I have to come to this from the other side? Turn the valve off, maybe? Do I have anything to do with the pipe? Do I have any pipe? Do I have any, like, silly putty or something? Didn't pick up any silly putty in a different room? I haven't played with silly putty in years. That's kind of the only putty that have thoroughly interacted with in my life. Okay, here's this. So I found a pipe. I apologize that I cut off my my silly putty monologue. I just didn't really have a lot to say. Oh. Well. Then here we are in the other part of the castle. Aha! That opens that up. Okay, well, we have made some progress then. Because this is the same part of the castle that contained the dining room. Right, and here we are back in the dining room. I had this just intense wave of, like, yearning. It just hit me. Right at that table. Right at that dining table. I was like, I wanted to be doing something else. I wanted to be embraced in the arms of a lover. Here. This Wednesday, November 5th of 2025.
I must get a lifestone crystal to conduct my own experiment.
I'm a 30-year-old man. And, it just hit me. I was like, I wanted to not be doing... Not necessarily not playing Frankenstein from the Eyes of the Monster for the Sega Saturn, but just to be doing it with somebody, I suppose. and perhaps part of my problem is that I refuse to believe it couldn't be possible. That there would be somebody out there who would be interested in playing Frankenstein from the Eyes of the Monster with me. But because, like it or not, this is who I am. If I try too hard to change at this point in my life, I feel like I'm just going to end up living what would feel like a lie. What would be a lie, to be frank with you. And so, anyway, that was bizarre. That really, I mean, I really, like, I had, like, the urge in my, it was, like, in my arms, in my nose. I could feel it, sincerely. I was like, I really, really wish that I was, like, with somebody at the moment. Not in any sort of a erotic sense, but just a purely, like, I just in like, just like a companionship, just kind of to share the same space with somebody. Physically, yes, but in the sense that of just like pure connection. But that is not the case here this Wednesday evening. I remain single, and I remain playing Frankenstein from the Eyes of the Monster for the Sega Saturn. And oh, isn't this just beautiful? This is kind of like if you played the Stanley Parable. There's that scene where you can go into a room and there's just like this galactic sort of amoeba showing beautiful lights on the ceiling, and the narrator says, "Why don't we just stand here? Why don't we just stay here and watch this? Isn't this beautiful?" And Stanley decided to stay and watch this. The only thing you can do to progress the game is to go walk up a platform and repeatedly jump off the platform until you die.
Maybe I'm alive, and this isn't the afterlife. Then maybe I could clear my name.
Oh. Okay, well that's the whole plot then. And you didn't even hear it because I had the volume turned down. But he just said, if I indeed am alive, and this is not the afterlife.
But if I were stitched together and brought back from the dead, am I truly alive?
Okay, well I was just explaining what you were saying, my friend. He said, maybe I can clear my name.
Maybe if I had some way to secure the rope to the tree.
I can't, but you can't pick up the rope, okay. I got a crowbar and some paper. Some handwriting. We move on. See, here we have another piece of the scenery that we cannot look at directly. What a ridiculous game this is. Can I enter this hedge maze? I say that without a ton of joy in my heart because I feel like I've done enough mazes. This seems like a hedge maze theme. Oh, here's a Gorgile.
What is the meaning of this? Some type of switch? Why, a block has risen out of the water. What sort of contraption is this?
I don't see the block. Where's the block? Oh, there's no block. I guess we're going this way. I'm going this way!
There must be something salvageable here to help me escape this place and leave Frankenstein's madness behind.
So we're getting more plot beats here. I kind of like the narrator just saying,
It would be suicide to try to swim from here.
ooh. Can I make him swim? Hold on. That'd be funny. If he's like, no, I'll die, but okay. I admire that Philip here. The creature. Wait, no, I wanted the rope. Can I get the rope? God, I love the Sega Saturn. What a console this is. Can you believe we never got this in the United States? Oh! Wait, we have a diver's helmet? Can we? Or we have to like turn on this machine breathing apparatus? I picked something up there, it looks like. Yes. We're underwater. Okay. We gotta get that. Gabrielle, 9. Michael Crusting. Gabrielle was his daughter. Katrina, Peter. Oh, you know what? There was that one piece of paper that I picked up where he said, perhaps I can put small children in this box. I suspect that perhaps it was the doctor himself who was, and this is in that same handwriting that the doctor used. Uh-oh. We've gone pixelated here. And the squid, oh god, the squid's gonna get us. Did I just kill the squid? I didn't do anything to kill the squid, we just killed a squid. Or an octopus. This game's awesome. And we found gold! We found buried treasure, oh my goodness. I did not think we would get this far. And tonight, what a game this is. I have to take a photo of this and send it to my friends. Hold on. I apologize, Cameron. I'm not doing my, the video is, I'm doing the video at a service, I should say. But I have to, and here, we'll do the classic Joe, you learn something about Joe in this moment. I found the gold. I have to show my friends that I found the gold, though. You can't get ye gold, though. I can't pick up the gold. Oh my goodness. So I killed an octopus, and I found buried treasure.
There is no escape from this place.
Did I fully explore the depths? I feel as if I did. Turn to the right here, I go forward, I find the gold. Nothing to do with the gold. I guess it's like good that I know the gold is here, but... So this is... I don't know. Okay, page... Can't go anywhere here. And there's our buried treasure. So, yeah, okay. So I think I have fully explored the briny deep.
Perhaps I should leave this here.
I probably should leave the diving helmet here. That is certainly significant information. I want to turn the generator off. Okay, I have. Okay, and that just turns the generator on. Okay, well, that is... I certainly did not expect to have a diving mission. I expected exactly 0 diving in this game. Oh, wait, this is where I just was. So I want to go back to... Because there was a fork. I didn't follow the right fork. I followed, not the wrong fork necessarily, but there was a different fork I could have taken. I think. Go back. Here was where we were. We turn back around. We go to the right. Okay, this is different. Okay, see, this is creepy. They're doing some creepy stuff. If Tim Curry shows up, I'm gonna shit my pants. I'm gonna be terrified. There's gonna be that feeling. I don't like horror. I should tell you. Fair viewer. Can I pick up the torch? So it just was. This is better lit, so it's more likely I think that something would be down here. And here we found the hydroelectric plant. Can I get over here? No? Oh, having turned that off, I imagine... I'm gonna go ahead and save here at the hydroelectric plant. Because I'm guessing what I've done now is I've turned off electric power to the castle. I guess it's a castle. I don't know what else you'd call it. Now, did I...
What is that thing? Oh my god. Is it attacking me?
Go right, Philip. No leave. Don't go.
Okay. So, what I'll say about that is that I don't know what was talking to me there. It certainly didn't attack me. It gave me advice. It said, don't leave, Philip, don't go. Which makes me think it's a ghost. I also, really, it appeared to be like a disembodied hand just kind of moving upon the ground.
It's just a pathetic piece of flesh. I wonder, how dangerous is this creature? Aha! A rock! Maybe I can kill this monstrosity before it kills me.
I don't think it wants to kill me.
Gabrielle, good. No herder. Left is right.
So that's just a moving piece of flesh. Philip, I would say that if I could offer you some advice.
Perhaps I should leave this here.
Yes, perhaps.
Right is the way.
Seems very obvious that that is the flesh of your dead daughter. Creepy idea. Interesting idea. Good idea. Yeah, that's a disembodied hand. Well, it wasn't really helpful there, just by the fact that that's the only... Okay, and this just took us out of where we were. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and just do a little save-a-roo right here instead. So that if I wanted to pick up from here, I suspect I didn't do everything I wanted to do over here. So I might come back to here, I might come back to here. Probably not going to come back to here, I'll be honest with you. But the second one I probably will come back to. We don't know. I don't know yet. But I know that we're done here. We've made more progress in this video, and however long this took. 35 minutes, my goodness, okay. Hey, that seems like a reasonable amount of time to be playing this video game than I thought I would have, though. So thank you, and have a lovely evening.